IQGeo Adaptive Grid is a new approach to managing the entire lifecycle of electric grids. In this video, we're going to take an introductory look at digitized workflows both remotely and in the field, starting with distribution design. As a designer, I'm going to launch IQGeo Adaptive Grid from my browser to get started. I can see my existing circuit here, and it looks like I have a customer request to feed this new single-phase residential service point that's going to incorporate rooftop solar behind the meter. Historically, customer generation has been manually tracked siloed information, but I'm going to show you just how easy it is now to capture these emerging assets through an accessible digital workflow within the adaptive grid model. Now that I've drawn my boundary here and entered some basic details pertaining to the work, I'm ready to start designing. I've already done my engineering calculations, and it looks like I'm going to need a new 40-foot Class 3 pole and a 50 kVA single-phase aerial transformer to serve this new home. The customer also sent me their proposed conduit routing, which I've negotiated for them to complete the installation for up to an agreed-upon handoff point near the proposed pole location. Let's go ahead and get the job designed up to this handoff point remotely, and then I'm going to head out to the field where I'll verify the proposed locations and routings before finalizing them in the system. Here you can see my new pole and transformer, which I'm also going to give a downstream association from the primary for connectivity and tracing purposes. With the transformer portion of my design now complete, I'm ready to head to the field. I've arrived on site, and the first thing I notice is a lot of tree obstructions near my proposed pole location. With the design now open on my iPad, I'm going to add some tree trimming and removal CUs to this location, which should help get rid of any barriers for my crews before they show up to work this job. I meet the customer while I'm here, and I inspect their conduit trench, which is currently stubbed short of the proposed pole location. They share with me that they've shifted the plans for their new driveway to the east, which allows me to relocate my pole to a better location to avoid tree obstructions and reduce the amount of trimming required. With a few simple taps, I'm able to update these CUs to reflect my changes directly from the site. I quickly update these placements and create my secondary route accordingly so that it agrees with our new plan. I can always confirm from my computer, but the pole checks out to still be in line with the primary, and the service distance has actually decreased, so this shouldn't impact my engineering calculations significantly. After placing the new handhole next to the pole and drawing in the verified underground routing that the conduit has already been installed and inspected in, I've now captured all of the as-built information within this digital workflow. As I mentioned earlier, the customer does have rooftop solar shown in their approved electrical plans. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm the specs and installation while I'm here and capture this all in the design so it can be factored into record keeping and system analysis in the future. With a few final connectivity associations, I've now finalized a workable design in the field for my crews to come build, while also setting up a traceable connectivity model from the distributed energy resource and meter all the way through the upstream circuit to the feeder head back at the substation. As I've been creating this design, my data has all been updating in real time, so all of my teams have visibility into the same information on their devices as well, whether remotely, at the office, or out in the field, and even online or offline, just as soon as I regain connectivity. This was digital design both remotely and in the field, just one component of IQGeo Adaptive Grid, the industry's leading solution to accelerate digitization, improve productivity, and transform your utility for the future. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us again next time.